The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
Just a little rain. Oh, brilliant. Rain at the end, dry setup.
Okay, track's quiet right now. Let's get out there while it's clear. Take it easy to start with. The track's very wet. Okay, copy that. So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. Let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
I'm gonna have a drink first, because, well, talking with a dry mouth is not really great. But, you know, like yesterday, I was struggling with so much water in my mouth for some reason. I don't know what was up. Swanee with the fastest lap, though. I think the track is drying up a little bit. Not too sure what tire Swanee is on right now. Let's have a quick look. He is on intermediate, so definitely the intermediates are going to be faster right now. So, alright, the Powerline story. So, you guys know already that I called the store on Thursday last week. They told me, yeah, you have to go to the shop to exchange your power lines with new ones. So, Friday, I went to the store. Those guys told me, oh, we cannot change them right now because we don't have them in stock. We need to order them. So I said, yeah, alright, order them. And then she clicked on the button. She said, oh no, we can't order them right now. We have to do it on Monday. So you have to come back on Monday. I told her, yeah, I cannot come back on Monday because I've got school and like all that stuff. And then she said, oh, I'll write it on the paper and you will be getting an email on Monday that your power lines are going to be sent. Alright, so on Monday, I'm waiting for that email as we were seeing a Red Bull crashing out. I think that might be dear old Naismith or dear old Mike. But yeah, I was waiting on Monday for that email. Never received it. So today after school, I was going to the shop in another store. It was in Antwerp then. And I told the guy everything that I've been telling you right now. He told me, yeah, we can't order them here, as George Matt also crashed, and it is a very common to crash in. A very common corner to crash in, so can't blame him. So he told me, oh yeah, I can't order them right now. You will have to call to the service desk. So I called the service desk, and they said to me, oh, there's gonna be someone, a specialist, calling you guys to see if your Wi-Fi is gonna be optimal. Plus, I can order the Wi-Fi booster. So I told him, oh sure. Well, do those Wi-Fi boosters, alright? I need 3. So he ordered 3. But apparently that guy from the store also ordered 3. So now I've got 6 Wi-Fi boosters, and I need to pay double on it each month. So I called the service desk again, and I got another guy. I told him everything that has happened right now. He told me, oh, apparently the store was able to order them. So I said, all right, great. Now I have to pay double, right? And he said, oh yeah, you have to pay double. Well, I mean, you have to do it only 1 month, and then you have to bring back those Wi-Fi boosters, and you won't have to pay anymore. So they're fucking around with me right now. I don't have good Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi boosters are probably staying away for another fucking week. Love internet providers, or whatever it's called, telecom providers. How long did this story take me? I was at 7 minutes. Currently, I am at probably around 3 or 4. First job has joined the session. The Transic with the fastest lap right now. 3 minutes, so I've done about 4 minutes on my story. I've went through it very fast. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm capable of doing that. Because usually, whenever I'm telling a story, bro, that is fucked up. I am not capable of explaining a story in one go. You know, I need to have a little bit of a rest in between some things. So we're seeing the on Mike with a 155.3 at the moment. The Red Bull driver is going to place himself in P1. Oh, by the way, guys, I've got another story, but that is going to be for Q2. That is going to be for Q2. But I need to, well, I can't forget it, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be forgetting it. Calvert crashes out, coming out of Sector 2, almost going into Sector 3, but he has to watch out for everyone else. That is still on track. I think after the Haas driver, he can go. I mean, it is in the middle of Sector 2, you know, that little bit of a long left-hander. He needs to watch out for those overheated tires right there. Because usually, when you're crashing on Belgium, I wouldn't say the track is very heated up, but you can definitely heat up your tires quite easily. And you don't want that to happen, of course, because the more you're going to be overheating your tires, the more it's going to be, well, difficult to control your car, of course, because, I mean, you know, I'm gonna give you a little bit of an example. For example, you've got a cooking pan, right? And sometimes in a cooking pan there is this little stick right behind, which you need to hold in order to put the pan on the stove. When there is usually, well, these days, there is like a little bit of plastic around it, or like whatever it's called. It's like stone, or I don't know. And whenever that is heated, well, the pan, of course, then that plastic or that stone thing is not gonna get heated. But if that plastic or that stone isn't there, and the pan is like steel all over the pan, you can't touch it, right? Because it's very difficult. And that is the same with heated tires. You can't touch it. Well, you can touch it, but it is just so difficult. It's not gonna have any grip on the track, so the tires don't stick to the to the track. That's what's up right there. AV just puts himself in P2. The guys are pretty close to each other, I must say. The Red Bull driver onto the grass right there. Doesn't have to worry. We've got two drivers still trying to compete for that top 15 position. Oh no, they're not in time. Oh no, noise job. Not too sure why he's standing still right there. That is an interesting place to stand still. What is he doing? But he's out anyway, so nobody needs to worry about his time. Looking at AJ the diver, he has invalidated Basin in Sector 2. And usually the guys that are in the Alfa Romeo are always doing great, because it's my favorite team, and like, for some reason they're doing great. But today it seems like the Alfa Romeo guys are a little bit disappointing. It seems like the Red Bull drivers are not doing too bad in a P2 and a P7. Which I don't like to see, because I don't like Red Bull at all. I mean, I like Red Bull, I just don't like Verstappen. and how they treat Perez and all that stuff. I don't like Hamilton either. No, I mean Mercedes. I mean Hamilton either, but that's what's up. I think everyone knows that already. Basin, ooh, oh my days, Basin in P3. He has found that little pace here around Belgium. I mean, 155.3, that is only 4/10 away from Kaka, who has put himself in P1, it seems like it. The only guy on track is Eva Matix. So is Kaka, but I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to improve. He is not, as he invalidated his lap right there. He is also 8/10 slower. Eva seems to be 1,000 it was actually faster coming out of sector 2. He is coming into the pits to put his car in a safe spot, so you don't want to crash out that last corner, of course. Kaka, of course, still has to come across the line. He's not going to come into the pits, but he won't be able to improve. Everyone has done their qualifying lap in Q1. We will be going straight over to Q2 in a couple of seconds. Actually, I can tell my story about the beard already, right? So today, that is a little bit of a follow-up on the internet, the internet story, so the Wi-Fi story. So we were eating, like Wednesday, it's always Fries Day. So we were eating fries because my mom got them from the fry store. Yes, in Belgium we have fry stores. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna be going through this first. Kaka in P1, Dero, Mike in P2, and then we've got Basin in P3. Looking at the bottom, we've got 5 guys who didn't make it into Q2, and those 5 guys were not able to put any lap on the board. So that shows how you need to be consistent in Q1 to just make it into Q2. Because Mookie didn't make it, George Matt didn't make it, Olegi didn't make it, Noise Job didn't make it, and then we've got Vinny Victor who didn't make it. I think Mookie, George, Olegi, maybe not Mookie, but like 3 guys definitely crashed out. And then we had Noise Job who was not able to compete in the qualifying. I'm not too sure why, I think he just invalidated. But coming back to the story, we were eating fries, right? Yes, we have a fry store here in Belgium. So basically, the guys rang at our door, and we thought it was going to be the internet guys, because, you know, sometimes they mess it up. They were supposed to call us, but they were, I think it was on Tuesday, they were already at our door on Tuesday for some reason, like something went wrong right there. But we thought they were going to be here once again. So I ran to the door, just like I was eating. It was taking quite a long time before I got off my chair. And I went to the door. I didn't see anyone, right? So I saw this little package in front of my door. So at first sight, I thought it was going to be the Wi-Fi boosters. I opened it. I forgot I had bought this beard stuff. Like, you know, when there's like a little bit of a roller, which your beard will be growing with a little bit more. Like, it is with nails, and like you have to put it on your beard. And that way all the parts where there is no beard or like hair will grow hair. Does that make sense? I'm not too sure. And so I went into I shaved off my whole beard. I'm not too sure if you guys saw that. Only my mustache is there. So I can show you guys. Well, Q2 has started like 1 minute ago, so there's not a lot of things happening here. So you see, my whole beard is gone, right? And all of the mustache is here. So that's what's up. And so basically I went into the store, into the shower, right? I came out, I did this beard stuff, so the first thing I needed to do was heat the beard roller with like heated water for 20 seconds. Then I needed to spray alcohol. I'm not too sure if it's alcohol, but it's like sanitizer on it for 3 minutes. Well, I didn't need to spray 3 minutes, right? But I needed to let it rest 3 minutes. So I let it rest 3 minutes. After that, I needed to like roll all over my beard, like over my face, not of course on on my forehead, because I don't want any beard to grow on my forehead. That would be funny. Like make a unibrow out of it. That would be funny. So basically, I did that, right? Then after that, I needed to heat it again, sanitize it again, all that stuff. And then I needed to put a what's it called? Like some sort of stuff in my hand, and then I had to make circular moves on my face in order to, I don't know, stimulate it or something. That was some sort of serum. So I did that. Now my face is fucking burning. It is, oh my days. It is painful. And I've got all these holes in my face due to that little beard roller thing, because it's fucking crazy, bro. Like there's real needles on there. I didn't know, like I thought they were gonna be a little bit bigger, but they turned out to be pretty alright. I mean, it's like 1 millimeter or something, maybe 2. But yeah, you have to roll it on your face, like it makes holes in your face, and that way your face will say, oh, this is some kind of place where I need to grow hair, right? So the guy that recommended it to me told me it worked perfectly. So I said to the guy, alright, I'll order it. It was in the middle of the lesson, right? So he all of a sudden gave me a little story on how to do it. We didn't even mention that to the teacher or something. Like, we didn't say, oh yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit. No, we just did it. I mean, not that we do it anyways, but I mean, you know what I mean, right? And then he just told me that, because I remember he doesn't have a great beard. He didn't have a great beard a couple of months ago. Right now, I was looking at him last week. I told him, oh, you've got such a nice beard. He said to me, yeah, I've used this beard roller for like months. And I told him, oh my days, I want it too. And he said, yeah, I'll explain it to you next week. So we were in the lesson, right? He told me all of this. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it anyway. I was gonna buy it anyway, but I didn't really have the motivation to do so. So I did it in the middle of the lesson. It was like 25 euros, which is around 20 pounds. And I hope to get a little bit of a beard there. There are some spots where I'm not growing any beards. So hopefully that will get resolved, as it seems like the rain is over. So we're gonna be having soft tires to go with here. It seems like Chartman is either giving a little bit of a tow to Swanee or driving in his way. And I think it was gonna be driving in his way, because he has set a 146.5. I think the roll should have switched around, but the guy at the front would have given...
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I mean, would have given that tow that lap, but he didn't really have a great lap himself. And then he would... I don't know how you should actually do that. Oh, it would probably be with the out lap. The guys just did their fast laps at the same time, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So we're looking at Kaka right now, coming around the last corner, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the top 3 today. Puts himself in P1 at 144.6, as that is not going to be anywhere close to the actual quality record here on this track. But still, a 144.6 on the Belgium track is not too bad. I think on the F121 track, well, the F121 game, around Spa I had a 140.1 or 140.0 in time trial. So that would be like a 141 during an actual qualifying lap. So I think that would be 143.5 or something. These guys, I would say, I would be able to beat a couple of these guys. Like, I raced against Swanee, I raced against Chartman in like a practice session, and I wouldn't say they are one of the fastest guys around here. I mean, no hate though, no hate, because you guys are still pretty fast and you race each week. But I think I would be able to beat them for some reason. I mean, I'm not gonna be cocky here, but like, I am a little bit cocky. completely switching over to a Transit because I know this guy has got some pace in his car, like his fingers, because he's really racing on the controller. So all those wheel players that lost to him last week, because we saw that Entransic got the race win last week, must feel a little, I'm not gonna say stupid, but must feel a little bit disappointing. Because this guy really has mastered that racing on a controller. And the Alfa Romeo actually goes to the side pretty cleanly there. Cleanly, is that a word? I'm just gonna say clean. By the way, guys, everyone who tuned in the stream, welcome. I haven't said a good evening or like a good day. I'm not too sure if there is anyone listening, apart from the racers, of course. Last week we had about 15 viewers, so I mean, if we can get that today, that would be amazing. I can have a quick sneak peek on my Twitch channel. If I, you know, seeing that low of a activity in my chat makes me think there is almost nobody in the stream. I'm gonna be having a quick look to see how many people are in. Only two viewers, so that is, yeah, that is a little bit disappointing. We had a little bit more on Monday. I think it was around 13 or something. Right now only 2 drivers, and that is you know, they probably I scared them away with my stories. I scared them away with my stories. Let me have a quick look. On Monday it was 15, like 14.9, but still 15 is fucking amazing. Like now only 2. It's a little bit disappointing, but yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter. So how is everyone's evening going? Thomas, are you still in the chat? I'm not too sure. You always go somewhere with like, and you just get off the radar. I'm not too sure if you're even watching right now. Probably are though. Although, I mean, last day, I think it was yesterday or like Monday, you went showering and then for some reason disappeared from the planet or something. And Transico seems to have put a 145.0. Still 5 more laps here in the qualifying, so the guys still have time to come to the pits and put a new set of tire on. Although, I mean, a 144, you'd have to think you're going to be doing 2 minutes out of your... Oh, Swanee, you crashed. Oh no, he retired. Oh, never mind. He feels secure in his 3rd position with a 144.9. I wouldn't say he's gonna be making it. He might though. He might. But I don't think he's gonna make it for sure. Joby now coming around the last corner. He hasn't put a lap yet. Neither has Divine. Joby is gonna put him in P14 as he will put a 148.6. Divine now coming into sector 2, he just came across turn 5, 6, and 7, going into turn 8 right now, which I said was going to be a good overtaking opportunity, and it depends on how the guy in front of you takes the racing line. If he takes a tight corner coming into turn 8, it is going to be a hard challenge for you to make that move work, but if he takes a wide line, you can easily make it down the inside and just make the dive bomb. You've got the room and you've got the time in turn 8. Because turn 8 is a low speed corner. You've got a lot of time to make that move work. And I think it's a pretty decent overtaking opportunity. Also turn 5 where you've got a hard braking zone, turning to the right side. And then of course turn 10, I think it was. No, it wasn't turn 10. It was turn 1. I mean, also a hard braking zone, but the thing with turn 1 is you're having a little bit of DRS, right? So you will probably have a little bit of benefit on the guy in front of you. It's an advantage? Yeah, it's an advantage, right? So you have a little bit of an advantage on the guy in front of you. And I would say you would be making a dive bomb pretty easily, just because you've got the DRS, and you'll probably have the car next to the guy that was in front of you. And Divine has come across the line, but he has only put a 115.3, a 15.3. So, he is having a red flag, it's not a red flag, it isn't a red flag, but like, invalidation. So, I don't think it will be a better lap for Divine here, as his last corner looked a little bit like he was struggling. Still 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in qualifying 2. And the session of the race, well, the length of the session will depend on how many safety cars there is going to be in the actual race. Around Spa, it's either going to be a lot of safety cars or no safety cars at all. It seems like we've got a fan of Mike, Nate, Basin, Calvert, and Joby, as that will probably be a Darkside Racing League driver. I'm not 100% sure, but I can tell these guys are all in Darkside, as I'm not too sure. Black Bala, are you in Darkside? I think you are, right? Seen you around there, but wouldn't say it with certainty. There we go, Mikey D, Monster. No idea what Monster is, but doesn't sound like it's. No, I wasn't gonna make a joke, but like it would. As soon as I said the first few words, I was like, that is sounding so stupid. So yeah, I wasn't gonna do it. So it's a leak. Yeah. Oh no. Are you sure, Mr. Obvious? No, don't worry, buddy. I quite noticed that it was a leak, but I couldn't. Who is the owner of that? Is it also Charlton? I'm not too sure, but yeah, probably. I mean, Savinia, Mamazim, Jiwawa. Divine is gonna be last. 5 drivers will not make it into Q3. Who is that going to be? It is US based. None of you are US based. How does this make sense? Maybe Joby is. I'm not 100% sure about Joby. I'm not too sure about Calvert and Basin either. But I know Mike and Nate are British based. Well, UK based. So the only driver that will be able to make it into the top 10 is going to be AJ the Diver, because it seems like Matty has put himself in P4. So it is either going to be the Ferrari driver in the top 10, or is it going to be Calvert? Ooh, it is going to be Calvert, as AJ the Diver did improve and he gained a couple of I know you're from FRL Realistic. Well, I'm just a TP there, so there's not much I do in there. I mean, the thing is, it doesn't have a lot of things to do as a TP and all that stuff. You know, I'm in this other league. Oh my days. They're doing, like, it is not a big competition for Phoenix, because they're not racing on Monday, they're not racing on Wednesday, and they've got a whole different situation and all that stuff. But I'm just going to be talking about other leagues. It is not a promotion video, because I do this about Phoenix Racing League in their stream too. And like, they're all streaming on my channel, right? So, it is F1 Power Grid, right? And they have this Wednesday division where they're doing teams, but you were able to make them themselves. So it's with custom liveries and all that stuff, and you need team principals. And those team principals needed to sign drivers, as we just seen in Transic with the fastest lap of 144.4. Great lap in my opinion, but yeah, I mean, it's not something you're able to do in FRL Realistic. As soon as the season has started, it is kind of over for the team principals right there. And I think that is a little bit disappointing, because the concept is there. just the implementation is not really there. And I believe in F1 Power Grid, the team principals are able to trade with each other, and there's like a trade night. They're on mics. Oh my days, he is on mediums though. Like, only 26,000 separated from Intronsic, who's on soft. So Daryl Mike really has found his pace here around Belgium. Looking at the guys who were not able to make it until the end, it is going to be Basin, it is going to be AJ the Diver, Ave Natix, Joby, and Divine Eye. I have put Ave Natix in my top 3. Where is this going? Where is this going? Alright, so, I mean, Intronsic in P1 wasn't really too much of a surprise to me. Or like at least in the top 3. Neither was Kaka. I'm not too sure about Mike. And we've got Naismith in P4, Maddie in P5. I would say Intronsic is going to be the biggest rival of Mike today. And I hope he's going to be making it. For several reasons. Oh, Shuki! Woohoo! Alright, welcome Shuki. I mean, it is only 40 minutes into the stream and you're already here. I am surprised. I am surprised. And I wouldn't think you were coming to the stream today. But it seems like you are. I am here too, as I'm here every Wednesday. I wouldn't say unfortunately, because I mean, are you proud? I'm very proud. I'm very proud. I am very, very proud. Weren't you supposed to make a task or something?
If you start to
In that case, I'm not proud anymore.
Let us have a look at the setup. You'll get oversteer if the rear tires lose.
You already told your dad I'm coming?
Usually
Yeah,
this
you
will be coming
probably
from a lack
have.
of rear
But
downforce or an
maybe I shouldn't be
oversteer
saying this on
suspension.
stream.
But a little tweak with negative camber or toe
You
in
missed the
can also
Tilnet
help
saga.
this.
Now I have to tell you again. Maybe scroll a little bit back. I'm not too sure if you're still in the stream. Probably you leave after 30 seconds. Which tier is this? Didn't y'all have a race like yesterday or the day before? Yes, sir. So right now the Division 2 is getting streamed too. And Division 2 is going to be on Mondays. Division 1 is going to be on Wednesdays. So I think Black Bala, if you want to have a seat, I think they still have a seat on Wednesday. I'm not 100% sure. No, not Wednesday, Monday. So I'm not too sure if you're busy on Mondays. But it would be great to have you here. And if you'd like to join, I think you can join through a link somewhere in my Twitch panels. And just click the link. You will be able to go to their Discord. They also have a Facebook page and all that stuff, so make sure to check them out. Because I see you in the stream quite regularly, so yeah. Seems like I'm entertaining at least one guy. At the middle of work. You shouldn't be watching races during the middle of work, but doesn't really matter. Are you US based, Black Bala? Because I mean, it's 8:45 here in the UK, so yeah. In the US, it's like, let me do the calculations. The east side would be 5:45, right? Nah. Not 5:45, it would be 3:45. Remote ABS, waiting for some calls to... Yeah, I'm in Vegas. Oh, makes sense. That's about 8 hours or 7 hours. I'm not too sure. California is 9. California is 9. Oh, it is 9 to Vegas too. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's like Vegas is in Nevada, isn't it? Oh, it's probably not in Nevada. Where is it? Arizona. Isn't it in Arizona or Nevada? Is it? Oh, it's probably Nevada then, if you said yes, sir. What are you, like, the calls you're waiting for? Is it like technical issues or some other issues? I don't know. Some people call to condition. Alright, have a great shower. Dag. Dooey dooey. Daryl Mike has DNF, not DNF, invalidated his lap right now. Looking at a B6 for Daryl Naismith. Now I work in insurance and helping people with their policies. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's great. I didn't know Americans had insurance, but I mean, maybe that's why you're watching the stream and not answering people's questions, because nobody has an insurance. Oh my days. Oh no, oh no, this is wrong. This is actually wrong. Oh, sorry. It wasn't meant in an offensive way, but like, it's kind of true. Isn't it? Like, I don't know actually. It used to be that way like years ago. It seems like it's turned a little bit. It depends also on what Americans want to use their money on. If it's going to be insurance or if it's going to be 3 TVs, which they never use. It's like, I've seen a Walmart there. Oh my days. A Walmart is as big as fucking 5 stores here in Belgium. Like the biggest store. Yeah, it's expensive. I mean, you know, as an American, you would say it's expensive. But taking in consideration, if you've got an insurance, you wouldn't be having to pay your bills and all that stuff. Like bills, doctor appointments wise, home rental, auto, health, everything. Yeah, but in Belgium we have to get them. Like, it is necessary to get them. Like, you cannot drive on the road without an insurance. So that is the difference. It's like the difference in Belgium and like all of Europe and the United States is that in Belgium, well, in the United States, it's not necessary to put all your money into insurance, but you are given the option to use your wage for insurance and all that stuff. Here in Belgium, it's included in our wage, right? So, for example, if you're going to work with a company, they sometimes ask, do you want to have insurance on top of your wage? And then they're gonna give you a little bit of less wage, and usually you're doing it because it's a little bit cheaper and it's necessary anyway. So that is what's up in Belgium. And in the United States, you won't have that opportunity, but you will get more wage and like paid out a little bit more in order, because it would be the person itself that needs to decide whether you are going to be having insurance or not. And if you don't take the insurance, you're going to be having bills like 40,000 euros for like whenever a baby comes out of your woman's vagina, you know. Like 40 grand, that's fucking insane thinking about it. But in Belgium, you just pay the insurance for that, and that's what's up. I'm gonna be reading it real quick, and then I'll be switching over to the qualification. Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah. Well, it makes sense. But yeah, it didn't used to be that way, right? Like sometimes you thank you, buddy. I mean, sometimes it is difficult because I've spoken to a lot of Americans in my life, and it's always a discussion on why you guys need to pay 40 grand for like health insurance and all that stuff. No, not the insurance, of course, but like, whenever a baby comes out of your wife, why you need to pay that much, and in Belgium you have to pay 0? It is kind of how you decide to spend your money, if it would be on an insurance or if it would be on 3 TVs. Because like, well, in Vegas you probably have a lot of Walmarts. Bro, that Walmart. Like, I've been in a Walmart in Miami. I'm not too sure if I've been in one in Miami. Might be. I have been one in like Anaheim, Los Angeles. Bro, those were fucking huge. You have, like, the sports aisle is bigger than our fucking food aisle. That is crazy. Just sports, right? And we don't even have sport articles in our thing. Yeah, liquor stores are here too. It's not called a liquor store, it's called a night store. And like liquor store, yeah, the rules of course are a little bit different in Belgium than there are in the United States. So you are able to buy liquor in every store actually. And like you can carry that around and all that stuff. And it doesn't have to be in a bag or something where you won't be able to see if it's alcohol or not. Albert seems to be on the lap though. He's warming up his tires, so I don't think he's on the lap. He might be on the out lap. He's not coming into the pits. He's taking a wide line. He caught me right there. Like coming down the main straight. I mean, it's not the main straight, it's the start-finish straight, but I'm gonna be calling this the main straight for like a couple of times. Oh. The Wi-Fi is bad. Apologies for that. Apologies for that. Coming into Eau Rouge. Radion, then Eau Rouge. Now down the Camel straight into turn 5, which is a hard braking zone, which I told you guys about.
Okay,
You've got that little chicane. Taking the curve on the inside is a little bit risky, but it gives you a lot of time. He has the fastest first sector, so this might be a good lap for the Alfa Romeo driver. Zentransic still seems to be in the pit lane, as he won't be able to set another lap, I'm afraid. Depends on how fast he's going to be here during his hard lap. Belford is doing an absolutely amazing job now, coming around turn 11, I think that is. Might be turn 10, which is a long left-hander coming into turn, yeah, I lost kind of the turns. Turn 12, turn 13, now we're going into turn 14 to enter sector 3 and hopefully set a good time for the Alfa Romeo team, as they really need those points in the constructors. They're only in P8, Ferrari is in P9, and it doesn't seem like they've got anyone in the top 10 today. We have to go to look who is last. Aston Martin, they don't have anyone either. So there's going to be 2 drivers from the Mercedes team, 2 drivers from the Red Bull team, 2 drivers from the Williams team, then a driver from McLaren and a driver from Alpine. And a Haas driver. How does that make sense? Hold on. I think I'll just count. Yeah. Couldn't tell. Calvert. He didn't improve though. Not too sure where he messed up, but his lap seemed to be pretty alright, and Tronzik seems to have made it. No, he didn't. He's gonna cut the corner. He's gonna be cutting the corner. Is he gonna make it 10 more seconds? Is he gonna take a white line? It doesn't seem like it. 7 more seconds. Oh, he's gonna make it. We're right on time though. 2 seconds. Oh no, he's not making it. Oh, no, he is. Oh my days. I was looking at the left side of the screen. I was like, he didn't make it, did he? And then he did apparently. Yes, there is a Williams parked in a very interesting location, which we saw Calvert park his car too a little bit earlier during this qualifying session. Might be leading to a report, I'm not too sure. Going into turn 5, as I said already. Quite a good corner to make a dive bomb in. A lot of curve down the inside. Oh, this was beautifully done by Tronzik. You see, he was not going straight, he just turned to the right side, I think it was to the left side, and then just turned straight to the right side, and that gives you a lot of speed throughout that corner, because you're able to make a beautiful S, and you won't be making a Z or something like that. Z, whatever it's called. Z and Zerg and Z, Zerg, Zarg, and Tronzik now in P5. Is he going to be getting the fastest lap? Tutski. This is quite interesting. We haven't seen Tutski all qualifying, and right now all of a sudden he is in P1 with a 143.9. So the only guys who still have to put a good lap on the board aren't going to be Tronzik, Diarra Mike, wow. Maddie is not. Ooh, Diarra Mike with a 143.4. That's going to be the provisional fastest lap. That is going to be the provisional pole. So I don't think Intronsic will be able to beat that, I'm afraid. I am afraid. Coming across the line, Intronsic is going to be P4 only. So that will be a 144.3. Not too bad. He's pretty close to Kaka and dear old Naismith. The only guy who now has to come across the line is Swanee. I'm not too sure if he's going to be capable of improving. Across the line, I don't think he improved, or maybe one position to Calvert. So I'm not too sure if he was already in front of Calvert or not. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, guys. So your pole sitter is going to be DRL Mike. Dutski in P2 with a very great qualifying lap, in my opinion. You've got Kaka in P3 and Intronsic in P4 and DRL Naismith in P5. Swanee in P6. Keep it in mind, Divine said Swanee was going to be having a DNF. So that's what's up right there. He's just going to dive bomb it into turn 1. Divine on Swanee, of course. And we've got Calvert in P7, Pup Dog in P8, Maddie in P9, and Sharkman in P10. He hasn't set a lap. I'm not too sure if he's got a quick quality 3 N or something, but it doesn't seem like he was going to be putting a good lap on the board, so might be a little bit of a mistake by the Mercedes driver right there. Strategy wise, I think there's going to be a lot of hard medium runners, or like medium hards. I don't think anyone is going to be risking the soft tires. Invalidated my lap. As I said, it is going to be a mistake, and the mistake is invalidating your laps, which is not so very good during qualifying, and especially in a Q3, because you don't have a lot of time compared to a Q2 and a Q3, a Q1 and a Q2. Because in Q1 you will have 18 minutes, in Q2 you will have 15, and in Q3 you will only have 12. So taking that in consideration, you don't have a lot of time to make mistakes, including an invalidated lap, as that will leave you with only 2 other chances if I do my calculations right. Maybe even 1 if you're very slow. So we're going to be warming up their tires. And we're going to be watching, reviewing. Oh my days. Come on, this is not fun. Everyone is on mediums. Alright, well, makes sense, I guess. That's why that's why 100% races make it more interesting strategy-wise. So everyone is going to be running different strategies. Right now, everyone is running mediums, which is not going to be giving a lot of position changes in the first corner. It all will have to depend on how good the guys will warm up their tires and how good of a start of the race they will have. If you're getting off the line pretty easily, you can assure yourself that they're going to be making a move into turn 1. If they're not, and if it's just going to be everyone getting off the line at the same time, you're not going to be seeing a lot of moves into turn 1, which doesn't make it too interesting. But it doesn't really matter, because I don't have a lot of time to talk about that anyway. As coming up in turn 3, you've got Eau Rouge already. Turn 2, turn 3, all of that stuff. Even turn 4 is still Eau Rouge. My dad, no, not my dad, like my brother, he has been racing around Spa-Francorchamps for quite a while already. He knows every corner out of his head. It's crazy. I wouldn't say I'm capable of doing that. I might be able to. And I'm definitely not getting it on my phone. So the first corner is actually called La Source. They've got turn 2 is Radio et Eau Rouge. That's also turn 3 and 4 and 5. Oh, turn 2 is actually that one? That's crazy. Oh no. Oh no, never mind. Turn 5 is Le Combe. together with turn 6 and 7. They've got turn 8 is Bruxelles, turn 9 is Pouron, no, turn 10 is Pouron. Turn 11, 12 and 13 are going to be Campus and Stavelot. They've got all that long straight, which is Courbevoie, Frères et Blachimont. And then the last chicane is just called chicane. So
decent parking. Let's try and get
that's
a
it.
good launch.
That is not
Lights go out.
too creative. Trying to find where is it? Sorry guys. Alright, everyone is on their starting position. I hope so. It seems to be a glitch a little bit. We're gonna be watching everyone. And who is going to be making this move? It is Season 7, Round 2, Division 1. You're already going underway here into Turn 1. Kaka has an amazing start. Is going to go around the outside of DRL Mike already. Tutsky, who has already lost the position. DRL Naismith has come into P4, as it is going to be Antransic losing 2 positions. It seems like Naismith is going to make a move around the outside on Tutsky Beard. It has been moved on. Tutsky has a good exit, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be capable of making a move. Bugdog now around the outside of Swanee. Someone has crashed out. That is going to be Maddie. Swanee will take that P5 position anyways, any day, anytime. And Transic has dropped back 4 positions, as it seems like he's all the way in P8. Looking at the back of the grid, Joby did not make it, as he is all the way in P19 at the moment. Still, everyone has made it into lap 1. There's no DNFs, so that's not too bad. As usually in turn 1, we've got a little bit of an interesting overtakes, and also through Eau Rouge and Radion. It seems like Avi Natix is going a little bit wide through turn 10 right there. Strategy prediction, we are looking at a medium hard strategy or a soft medium hard, which Pirelli says. I wouldn't count on that one. Basin is losing a couple of positions as he's in P18 right now. Might be losing another position to Maddie. Seems like Noise Job is pretty close to Vinny. He has already caught up 4 positions. He's not going to be making a move into chicane though. It doesn't have the distance. There's a Ferrari going wide. And Noise Job. Kind of lost concentration right there. He thought he was going to be spinning into AJ the Diver, but I do think this was his own fault. It goes around the outside of Divine there. Divine who goes down the inside. Is that going to be moved on for Divine? It doesn't seem like it, as Noise Job keeps this position. Guys won't be having DRS yet. It seems like DRL Mike is making a little bit of a distance to Kaka. There's 9 tenths between the two, and Transic has made the move on Calvert now around the outside into turn 5. Is Calvert going to throw it down the inside? It does seem like it, and Transic left enough space for the Alfa Romeo driver to come through that corner quite clean. Now Calvert has a little bit of a snap there. Chartman is going to throw it down the inside into turn 8. This was what I said. If the guy in front of you goes a little bit too wide, you can easily make it down the inside, which I think Chartman tried to execute, but it doesn't seem like that was going to be too good of an execution, or maybe Calvert just closed the gap a little bit too soon. Chartman 2 tenths as he's getting overtaken within the next couple of laps. He goes down the inside. I'm talking about the AlphaTauri driver right there, and it seems like some interesting moves from Ave or Ave or whatever it's called. I mean, just tried to make a move into a corner that was not really suitable for a move. Vinny is right behind his teammate. 1/10. He might make it into chicane. It's going to be moved on, I'm afraid. Although Ave makes it stick. He goes around the outside, and he does have the move again. So beautiful defense from Ave, as he is defending that position on his teammate. It seems like DRL Mike has spun.
Okay, clear.
DRL Mike has spun coming into turn 1. And he doesn't have a front wing either. So that is going to be race over for DRL Mike, I'm afraid. as he's even losing more positions into Radion et Eau Rouge. 2 seconds now from Diron Naismith to Kaka. Mookie was trying to make a move down the inside of George Matt there. They're coming through turn 5, through turn 6. They're still going side by side. Does Mookie get this position on the Aston Martin driver? It doesn't seem like it. Going side by side through turn 8. And it seems like Mookie has taken the position. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. They're still battling into the wall. And the Haas driver, 3 wide into turn 10. 3 wide. And it seems like Noise Job has taken that position. Although they're still going side by side. The LP driver, does he get the position? Mookie. Oh, Noise Job. He makes the move stick. Mookie's still side by side. This is some crazy battling from these guys as Noise Job takes B11. He takes B12. Apologies. I wasn't sure what I was about to say. Oh my god, that was some crazy shit. Quality battle, yes indeed. Oh my days. Some beautiful battles out there. Now Naismith seems to be battling with Tutski. They're going side by side. Daryl Naismith has taken that position again from Tutski. Tutski, I mean, P3 is not too bad. He lost only 1 position at the moment, trying to get that position back from Kaka to have that position P1 again from in the Red Bull team, of course. Noise Job and AJ the driver are having a battle right now. It seems like the Haas driver has made the move into turn 1. Looking at Vinny and Calvert. Fuck me, I'm losing all of these positions. Oh, carnage. Dutski, he might have lost a little bit of traction. He might have made an Intronsic spin or something. It is some pileup right now. 4, 5, 6 car battle, as it seems like Intronsic is going around the outside through turn 8 of the Alfa Romeo driver. Now going into turn 9. That is not going to be a move, I'm afraid, as he's getting chased from behind. Intronsic takes the defensive line, lets Dutski go through, as he's going to be defending on Vinny, who crashes unfortunately. He reset back on track. I'm not too sure if he's capable of doing that, but if he isn't, make sure to make a report. Albert 3/10s behind Williams driver. Quick Doc, I'm not too sure. Oh, he goes into the wall, and that is so recognizable. I mean, my first league race here around Spa, it was my brother's league, and the first lap I crashed into that wall. Fucking outrageous. Now Pub Dog down the inside into chicane. Calvert is gonna try and get the benefit out of it. Oh, there you go. Oh my days! This was some crazy shit. Calvert who just made the safety car. Yeah, so now we were able to look at everyone's damage, but Calvert, who coming out of that last turn right there, the Pub Dog, and I think it was, who was it again? Was it Ave? No, it wasn't Ave. Who was it? Olegi? I don't think it was Olegi either. It might have been Swanee, maybe? I'm not too sure, but they were going side by side and just drove into the wall. Like both of them. Yeah, it was Swanee, alright. I'm not too sure what they were doing, but like, they couldn't get out of each other's wheels. And unfortunately, Pop has been affected by that, as he is in P19, DNF'd unfortunately. But this is going to be a safety car situation, and now we will be able to look who has damage. Kaka most definitely doesn't have damage, as he is in P1 with 4 seconds on the driver behind him. And Naismith, he didn't have any battles either, only with Tusky. Gained that P2 position. And we've got Calvert in P3. Doesn't seem like he has any visual damage either. Tutsky doesn't either. And then we've got P5, which, like Bala told us, he has some front wing damage or whatever damage. Doesn't seem like he has though. No visual damage to be seen. We might have to switch over to Tutsky. Look at that rear wing to see if there is any damage on Intronsic. It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I mean, we did see a front wing somewhere on the track.
Right, let's have you
Can't
in
quite
at the end of
remember
this
either
lap,
where that
please.
was, but you were definitely not wrong about that. And I wonder who's going to be coming into the pits. It's the medium tire runners. Everyone is a medium tire runner, so don't worry about that. Will they be going on 20 lap old hards? It does seem like it. Everyone is coming into the pits. I who will be affected by that the most will be the AlphaTauri driver Vinny. His teammate just came into the pits. We're gonna be seeing if that is gonna be a double stack. Is that gonna be a double stack?
That was a fantastic
Doesn't seem like it.
faster than we were expecting.
Does seem like it. Does seem like it. Might have lost 1 or 2 positions thanks to that. This is going underway right now. Fine.
Okay, 1 stop to go. Just 1 stop left in
It
the
doesn't seem
strategy.
like it. Maybe Chartman? No, I don't think so. Chartman was in P8 or something. Everyone is behind the safety car right now. Black Bala, explain the Twitch name and like the Discord name. Where does it come from? Where does it come from? Because I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it has anything to do with the word black, but like, kind of made sense. Makes sense if it is. I first thought, like, looking at your name, I'm not gonna be like mean or something. But first, looking at your name, I thought you were gonna be like this typical British boy, laughing with like black people and calling himself Black Bala, and then having a profile picture of like a black person and all that stuff. Like, bro, I thought like usually that happens so often these days, you know. I can't get a hold of it. I had my own league. How many times I've seen that kind of stuff, like Mr. I don't know. Can't tell. I can't tell. But yeah, explain me where the name comes from. Like, mine is not that difficult. It always been since high school. One of the 2 black people at my school. Ah, makes sense. But like, where does Bala come from? Is that your first name, last name? Oh, I know where it's from. It's probably because you're a baller, right? Basketball or like baseball or something
Okay,
like
let's
that.
get ready to go racing again. The safety
You watch any
car is
sports?
in this
Oh,
lap.
Oh, safety
When
car
the field
is in already.
accelerates, remember,
Ooh,
there's
only
no
1 lap.
overtaking until the timing
Because I'm
line.
still trying to
Safety car
find
in
my...
this lap.
Where is it? Oh, trick me up. Alright, so I played football, basketball, and baseball. So you must like the baseball team, don't you? Who are you rooting for? Alright, we're going already. We're going already. Kaka has gone off the line. It seems like dear old Naismith might be able to make a move on Maddie.
We're racing again. Let's go.
Maddie, I
Okay, so
think,
we're leading our
did not...
teammate by
Is not in the lobby
2.1
anymore.
seconds.
So he's going to be losing a lot of position. Calvert, who came into P3. Transfer was lost quite a few positions. 5 already.
Caution, caution.
As he is 1 second behind George Matt, so that might indicate that he does have damage. Calvert into the wall coming out of Eau Rouge. That is going to be a crash. So Calvert might be causing another safety car here, as it doesn't seem like it, because usually that is already going to be there if there's going to be a safety car, but it doesn't seem like there is. Maddie, who's just losing positions. Around the outside. It seems like the Ferrari driver is not in the lobby either. Talking about Olagi here. Like Bala, which team are you rooting for in both baseball and basketball? Pretty sure you support a team if you played it yourself. Swanee 3-second time penalty. He is having an incident with Joby there. Gets pushed onto the grass, loses his car. It is not going to DNF though. And then we've got Mookie retired from the session. We've got so many drivers retiring already. So another safety car. There we go. I mean, it's not that I'm hoping for a safety car, of course, but there's another safety car. we're in lap 7 out of the 22 at the moment, so we're 1/3 past this race. And I wonder if there is anyone coming into pits. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Maybe the guys who have not coming to the pit yet, but that's probably gonna be no one. He has left the session. He is probably the one that caused the safety car. Basketball, Sacramento Kings. Football, 49ers. Baseball, the Giants. Come on, buddy. I can I can respect the Kings. I don't know anything about football, so. Or the 49ers. I only know the 76ers. 49ers are those. Is that Philly? It isn't. No, Philly is Eagles. Oh my days, I'm supporting the Eagles. Like, what am I saying? Is that Philadelphia? What the fuck? NorCal born and raised. Alright. Nah. San Francisco, alright, makes sense. It's funny. He retired from the session. Why? I mean, he's not in the lobby anymore, so he probably left the session. Or like out of the session. Giants. I'm not too much of a fan of the Giants. I mean, I don't have any hate towards them. I like the Astros, the Yankees, the Red Sox. All of those top teams that have got a lot of like fans, which they don't deserve in my opinion. I mean, Yankees, like everyone is wearing a Yankee cap, right? But nobody knows what it stands for, and that annoys me very much. You probably saw what team I'm rooting for. They're not doing amazing. Well, I don't think the Giants are doing amazing either, right? I'm gonna have a quick look in the MLB app. I don't think the Giants are doing amazing either. I don't like the Dodgers. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they suck, but what are they doing right now? They have to play against... Oh, the Cardinals. Oh, that's a decent matchup. Let me have a quick look. They're currently... Ooh! Beat Ford. Oh yeah, I know why. Oh yeah, I know why you like why you don't like the Dodgers, because they're in your division, right? Like your.
Okay,
what are you in? All American? No, not an All American. American League. What is that other one? National League? It is probably not. Yeah, the main rival. With me, it's the. National? Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, because the Angels are American.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
I wouldn't say the Astros are our biggest rival, because we're not getting at the top anyway. We have to do it out of the wild card. But I would say the Seattle Mariners are. Oh my days, they are a bitch ass team. If there is any Mariners fan in the chat, just go fuck yourself, bro. Like, oh my days. I do like that Rodriguez guy. Oh my days, he's flexing with his bubblegum. Like, oh my. What team do you think is looking strong at the moment? Like Tampa Bay, alright, but they don't have a lot of known players, do they? Do you like watching the pitchers, or do you like watching the batters more? Like, what kind of position were you? Tampa started out hot. They were like 11-0, I think. But right now they're 13-3 or 14-3. No, probably 13-4 because they lost to the Astros yesterday.
Okay, let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
And I mean, you know, a lot of teams have not been doing great, which they should have done. I think I'm talking about, for example, Astros. They're like 13-11. Oh yeah, the NBA. That is a good one. My best friend is big NBA fan. He's fan of the Cavs, but I think they're already out. I'm not
Safety car
100%
in
sure.
this lap. Safety car in
But you
this
know
lap.
the thing with
Let's make
NBA,
sure
I'm
those
not.
tyres are up to
I used to be a
temperature.
fan,
Remember,
but
there's no
I'm
overtaking
not
until the
anymore.
timing line. Stay in position
The
until
Clippers
green
have
flags.
been beaten all my days. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Lakers are winning 3-1. Fuck me, Grizzlies were actually not doing too bad. The Nets, 4-0 lost. Who are you rooting for again in baseball? In basketball, the Kings, right? Where are they? Oh, they're tied with the Warriors. They should have a shot. I'm not too sure if they're going to yet, but. Oh wait, Kaka is already going. Why is he going so early? Alright, well, he has been very fast here during this race start. FX is going to be making a switchback worth 5-second time penalty, severe collision with Tutski. That might need to be looked at. So we're going underway again here for Season 7, Round 2 of the Belgian Grand Prix. My home city, my home country. Well, it's not a city, of course. All of you is losing positions. He's not in the lobby anymore. Did Swanee manage to join again? Not too sure. Avinatics, 4 tenths behind Tutski, looking as the biggest winner of the evenings. Noise Job and George Matt, both in P5 and P6, gain 12 and 13 positions. They might be up for a good battle here with Tutski, Avi, probably Naismith too, although there's 3 seconds between Tutski and Naismith. I don't think they're not going to be capable. I don't think they're going to be capable of gaining that position quite soon. Divine is just getting. I'm not too sure what's up with Divine, but he's giving that position back to Maddie. Swanee, who's not in the lobby either. Dero Mike is just making use of that and making the move quite easy. There's a yellow flag, and that is going to be Divine. No, Divine, I know you're listening, buddy. Keep it. Why are so many people? Yeah, I don't know. It's just because they didn't retire in the session for some reason. Divine, keep your head in the game. You can do this. I'm pretty sure you can. Keep it in your mind that you're gonna be doing great for the next 12 laps. There's probably another safety car coming, and you will be capable of getting that top 10 position. You need some good points on the board. You have been DNFing for a lot of races already.
The car ahead's losing 2 seconds a lap to you. Good job. Gap to your teammate behind is
I need to be
2.5
a
seconds.
mental coach. Some guy who gives motivation speeches. Not that I'm great of. I'm not very great doing it, but like I like doing it. So I give motivation and inspiration to everyone. So we'll not have the DRS yet. We're going to be showing the telemetry real quick. You see what everyone's batteries is already on, and it seems like Avinatics is only on 17%. Looking at Tutski, he's saving in a little bit. He's got around 50%. Not too bad, as we've got Naismith also around 50. And Kaka really doing a great job right now. And it seems like Tutski has caught up to Naismith, so it might be that Naismith is struggling on these hard tires. Or he's just slowing down, keeping it clean and just consistent. And trying to knock pressure out here.
Okay, clear.
And it seems like Agent the Diver has lost it coming out of turn 10. Which is quite unfortunate because he's a very good driver, but sometimes lacks a bit of consistency. Going back to Chartman, Vinny seems to have made the move around the outside of Intronsic now on this long straight. Intronsic will have the DRS on the start-finish straight though, but I don't think he will have the opportunity of using the DRS already. Vinny was looking to make a move down the inside of George Matt right there. DRS is enabled right now, so Vinny will not have it on the start-finish straight yet. But we're seeing George Matt just blast away on the main straight here. So that might indicate that Vinny is not going to be making an easy move down the Camel straight into turn 5. As you can see, George Matt with a lot of straight line speed. He might be able to defend the position every time they're going on the Camel straight. Vinny is going to be using ERS. George Matt is going to go down the defensive line, and he's keeping the position. Vinny might make the switchback work though. George Matt taking the outside line again to defend for this position, and it seems like he seems to be doing so. Vinny goes around the outside, might lose a position to Antronzik here, as he has a little bit of a snap coming through that corner. Is Antronzik going to be able to make that move work? It doesn't seem like it. 5/10s between the two. That is not going to be a move for the McLaren driver, unfortunately. Coming back to P13, they're just having a battle here. Well, AJ the diver is having battles with AI. So, I mean, it is quite difficult. And usually on Belgium, you're seeing a lot of overtakes and overtaking opportunities, but today it seems like the drivers are struggling a little bit with making a dive bomb, or like just making a move throughout the corner. Oh my days, my back is paralyzed. This is fucked. Because I've got arthrosis, and sometimes my back just says, oh, well, you don't have any feelings on your back. Ave pretty close to the Haas driver here. Nice job trying to defend the position from the AlphaTauri driver. Or did he make a move? I'm not too sure, but it seems like Antronzik has made the move on Vinny, who has crashed out, unfortunately. Now Ave going onto the curb might lose a position to George Matt, as George Matt will have the DRS onto the Camel straight. Let's have a quick look where the DRS detection point is. It is right before Eau Rouge there. So George Matt will already make the move before the corner is there. Dear old Mike with a 3-second time penalty. He seems to be all the way in P9. He's possibly going to be losing another position to Vinny. This driver is pretty close to the Red Bull driver. George Matt already created a gap of 5/10s to Avenatics. Oh, spins! Damage! George Matt, he DNFs out of the race. This is going to be a safety car situation. Coming into turn 9, he lost a little bit of wheel spin there, I think, and then just Avenatics turned into him. That is going to be race over for George Matt. He was doing a great job trying to defend P5. Drive-through penalty for AJ the diver already speeding under safety car.
Okay, slow down.
Big penalty for the Ferrari driver, but I don't think he's going to be losing any position unless Divine is going to be capable of making that move work, which I think he is. But he can get those couple of positions back up, which he is going to lose to Maddie, Swanee and Ologi, because they are in AI mode anyway. So is anyone coming into the pits though? Let's have a quick look with Kaka. He is indeed. He's probably going on to medium tires. Then we've got Naismith staying out. Dutsky is coming in. Noisjob is coming in. Avenatics is coming in. Dead DRL Naismith make a mistake. And Transic is coming in. Chartman is coming in. DRL Mike is coming in. Vinny is coming in. Everyone is coming in except for the Red Bull driver in P1.
Job on the turn in there, mate.
Did Naismith make a mistake?
We're happy with that one.
8 more laps to go. Will they go on to mediums? Will they go on to softs? Let's have a quick look here. Tire wise, it seems like everyone is going either on medium tires or soft tires. There's one driver who's going on to hard tires, which is going to be Chartman. Pretty interesting strategy, because he was already on the hards, I think. Naismith. What will he bring on the board today? What kind of defensive mastermind will he need to pull out of him? Hopefully quite a bit, because the Red Bull team needs some points, as they're currently in P5, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And let's go through the standings real quick, because we haven't discussed them already. Well, yet. We haven't discussed them yet. Going to get them real quick. It's in the... Where is it? Oh, it's here. Alright. So, P1 for Intronsic. He has won last race. Is the constructors actually up to date? I think it is, right? Alright, so P1 for Intronsic, and then we've got Noise Job and Swanee in P2 and P3. John Holmes, we didn't see him today, but he seems to be in P4, as Kaka is going to be P5, and he might get a couple of points on the board here for the Williams team, as he is currently finding himself in P2. So we've got Pletsky in P6, Chartman in P7, Polish Latan, who doesn't seem to be here today, Mookie in P9, and Paddy in P10. Constructor-wise, we are looking at some good points for McLaren, if it's loading, and Haas seems to be taking the lead here with 44 points. We've got Mercedes in P3, Alpine in P4, and then we've got Red Bull in P5. Aston Martin is the only team who hasn't scored a point yet. Safety car is not coming in right now, so we will be having to wait one more lap. Mercedes is not doing too bad either. I think both of the drivers got a pretty decent result. We were looking at 1 3rd position, and the other driver came in 7th. So that makes an average of like 5, I think. It does indeed. Does indeed. The McLaren team got an average of 6.5. Then we've got the Haas team, who's got an average of 3. Well, position 3, right? I mean, it's not too bad. I think the guys are definitely going to be able to climb up some positions. I'm talking about Aston Martin here. Doesn't seem like they are going to if they keep on the pace they're having right now, with Devine being in P14. Welcome Shuki once again. George Matt, who just crashed out, which it's going to be difficult for Aston Martin, but they might be up there someday. Maybe later stages during the race. We might be seeing them climb up a little bit. Right, Shuki, that's great. Thank you very much. I'm not having too much viewers anyway, so it's always nice to have a couple of more, you know, currently having 5. It is alright, you know. I wouldn't say it's like... Because last week, on Monday, well, it was this week actually, but this week on Monday we had 15, and then to see 5 today, and I think it isn't even going to be 5 tops, right? You know, the average is probably going to be around 2.5 or 3. Usually when I'm watching my stream and I see 5 people, they're not going to be staying there for a long time, so that's what's up right there. Maybe it is because I haven't shared the stream quite early during the race. Safety car seems to be in this lap.
No overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Still 7 more laps to go, so we're looking about 15 minutes more of racing. Doesn't take too long. Spa race. I wouldn't say it takes not much time either, because you've got that full qualifying in front of it. Gerald Naismith is already going, and Kaka kind of saw his own strategy in there, and he didn't caught off guard. It is indeed going to be hard for Ney, as Kaka has a little bit of a snap there, so he's not going to be gaining that position here into turn 1. But I think Ney has got this in the bag. He is a great defender. I mean, these medium tire runners, they're going to be so fast on track right now. It seems like AJ the diver is losing another position. He's not coming into the pits, although he has a drive-through penalty. And back to P2. He's going to use a lot of ERS to try and make the move on Daryl Naismith. He's going to back out of it. Daryl Mike, who has made the move on Sharkman now around the outside into turn 5. Is this going to be a move for Daryl Naismith? It seems like it. Sharkman, who loses his car, but that is going to be a move for the Red Bull driver right there. Chartman, who might be up for a little bit of redemption here. Define who gets a 3-second time penalty. Still 2 tenths between Kaka and Naismith. Now Tutski trying to make the move on Kaka. And I wondered, oh, Naismith going into the wall. Naismith going into the wall, loses his car, and he's going to lose a couple of positions here for the Red Bull team. Also lost a couple of positions to his teammate. I think, well, only one, of course, because he only has one teammate. But this is not great for DRL Naismith. I think the pressure came into his mind and brain and all that stuff, and then just lost it into turn 10. And that's a very common corner to lose your car in, though. As Victor seems to be making a move on DRL Naismith. Naismith, who probably has some overheated tires at the moment. Still 6 more laps to go. It is going to be a 3-way battle for P1, as Noah's Job might be able to take the lead after the race post incidents, as the top 2 currently has a 3-second time penalty, maybe even 6. Drive-through penalty for Kaka. This is, oh my days, ain't no way. Kaka needs to get his drive-through penalty, otherwise he will get disqualified. Uh-oh. Big penalty. And also Dusky, who is 6 seconds, so we might see Entransic getting a P2 here. Not too bad. DRL might going around the outside. Entransic just has to keep up with the Red Bull driver in order for him to get that position back up.
3.6 seconds.
If he can keep those 3 seconds. As things are looking like right now, it doesn't seem like it, as he's already trailing by 7 tenths. Only after 2 corners. If he gets another penalty, it seems like the fine has made the move on Maddie here. Maddie doesn't seem to be racing. If Nadix 2 tenths behind Chartman, is going to be making a move not into turn 10, but he might be having a good run into turn 11 if he has a good exit. It seems like Chartman had a better exit. Abe makes the move on Chartman. That is going to be move done. Pushes the Mercedes driver a little bit wide there. Seems like Vinny tried to benefit out of it on his soft tires. Wasn't capable of doing so. Now goes around the outside, down the inside right now. Vinny having a good run on his teammate. Oh, they're gonna block it. They're gonna block it. The AlphaTauri team trying to block Chartman out of it. Chartman is just gonna return back on track a little bit unsafely. He might be a little bit frustrated right there by that little bit. That was some team play, I'm gonna be honest with you. Abe would just slow down, trying. How did he get a drive-through? I've got no idea, but he's coming into the pits right now. Chartman tries to move down the inside. Doesn't have a good exit coming through that corner, as both drivers have a 6-second time penalty. But I'm not too sure what Abe and Chartman were doing right there. It seems like Noise Job has made the move on Tutski. So that is going to be probably a P1 for Noise Job. Chartman is still having a heated battle with Chartman. Chartman with Chartman, that doesn't make sense. Abe Nadix with Chartman. Oh, Chartman, he had it earlier too, in this corner. I mean, I don't think he has a lot of grip on these tires. I'm going to be having a look what tire he is on. 7-lap-old hards. If Nadix touches the rear end of the Mercedes driver right there, seems to be struggling a little bit. I wouldn't say this is some clean battling, but they're keeping it with minimum contact. But sometimes one driver is slowing down, a little bit questionable. I wouldn't say, I mean, it's both drivers, not one driver specific. Addix tries to go around the outside of Chartman, now touches the rear. And something that Abe Nadix also needs to keep in mind, Chartman is on 7-lap-old hard, so it's quite obvious why he goes a little bit slower throughout the corners. And Abe Nadix doesn't seem to take that into account, as he's on 4-lap-old softs, just trying to make that move work whenever possible. Doesn't have any ERS safe right now, which Chartman does. Chartman might be having that little bit of a benefit here. If Nadix tries to make a switchback work, hopefully it is. We don't want to see any dirty moves from the AlphaTauri driver through Eau Rouge. As I'm not saying that he is going to be having a dirty move or something. I'm not saying that he is dirty. But we don't want to see it anyway. Already 1.4 seconds between P1 and P2. AJ the diver seems to have made the move on Swanee right there. He's not in the lobby anymore, so first move we will be seeing will be from AV Natix onto Chartman, and it seems like Kaka has caught up. He is on 5-level medium, so he might have the benefit here.
So we're expecting rain in about
He might
10
be
to
getting a
15
P6
minutes.
out of it. If Chartman and Ave Natix are going to be battling quite heavily. I mean, the more battling, the more time you're going to be losing. And the more time you're going to be losing, the more positions you're going to be losing. Natix, whatever it's called. I'm going to move into turn 10. I wouldn't say he's pushing Chartman a little bit wide, but he didn't leave much room for the the Mercedes driver to make that move work. And Kaka, who's going wide right now, kind of underestimated how deep Chartman would go into that corner. Chartman will have a good run throughout this last couple of corners in Sector 2, entering Sector 3 at the moment. Naismith, who's all the way in P14. Divine crashed, it seems like it, as he was causing a yellow flag. Nothing too serious though. Kaka now with the switchback on Chartman. Doesn't seem like he can make it stick. Maybe a move down the inside here of the Mercedes driver. Into turn 1, it's quite easy to make a dive bomb there, but I wouldn't say it's always a possibility. Not even if you're next to him. Depends on how the guy in front of you takes his line. And now, having a good run on Chartman. They're probably going 3 wide. Is he going to sneak through them? Ooh, oh, that's actually very nicely done from Kaka, trying to slow down. Now goes around the outside of Chartman. Is Ave Natix there? He's touching the rear end of Kaka. That is going to be a move for Chartman. And that is also going to be a move from Kaka. Ave Natix, who has lost 2 positions down the main straight, now tries to make a move down the inside, which I told you guys about. He's going to have a little bit of a traction loss right there. And now has to be trailing by 5/10. These soft tires might be giving up already. 6-level softs on Belgium might be a little bit harsh for the AlphaTauri driver. Joby, who's having a battle with Divine, which is not too bad. I mean, Divine is a good rival for Joby, in my opinion. Now, Divine, who's trying to defend from AJ the diver. AJ the diver, who's gonna have a good run into turn 13. This might be, as he's gonna make a move around the outside, off track though. But Divine is not gonna give in. AJ the diver needs to give that position back due to him overtaking around the outside. Now we are looking at the Red Bull driver behind the Ferrari driver. He's gonna make a move around the outside. He's gonna make a launch. That was not gonna be it by dear old Naismith. That was not gonna be it. That was not gonna be it. Oh my days, he just made a dive out of nowhere, bro. AJ the diver now makes a move into the first corner. Quite nice. He makes it stick as dear old Naismith. I mean, he got the benefit out of it, tried to make use out of it, and he makes it stick. Now Divine with a good... Don't laugh with me, bro. Going around the outside, Naismith goes. That is going to be moved on. I'm not too sure if you're even able to... Oh, Divine into turn 5, around the outside of the Ferrari driver, and that is going to be moved on. The diver tries to go down the inside, but the move is not there. They're on Naismith, who crashes again, doesn't have a front wing anymore, and we've seen this already a couple of times by the Red Bull driver. Harsh. The diver still pretty close to the Aston Martin driver. Vinio gets another 3-second time penalty. AJ the diver going around the outside. Is he gonna make a Naismith dive bomb? It doesn't seem like it. As Divine keeps his position, Joby, who has already made a distance of 5 seconds to Naismith, to Divine here. AJ the diver who goes down the inside.
Okay,
Make the move already, so Divine is not really capable of defending the position at the moment. But he might be having a good run on the main straight, which I do think he has. Into chicane, whatever it's called. Makes a Naismith dive bomb, makes a block pass, but that is not going to be a clean move in my opinion, as AJ the diver did not have anywhere to go. Divine needs to give this position back in my opinion if he doesn't want to have any penalty, and I think a 5-second time penalty is going to be more harsh than having like giving back that position and just fight for the position, you know. He's gonna have the DRS right now. He's gonna have a good run. It's gonna be the last lap of the race. Penalty wise, he's also having the benefit of 3 seconds, so I don't think you need to make this move work. I mean, it could be if it is going to be a clean move, which AJ the diver is trying to defend, and he's going off track a little bit to defend for that position, but it seems like Divine, that's report, yes indeed, but he gave back the position, so in my opinion that report is going to be, well, is going to be removed, of course. And we've got Dear on Mike being pretty close to Tutski here. Around the last corner, your race winner is going to be Noise. And Divine takes it, Dear on Mike takes it on track, so Tutski with a P3 position might be losing another position to Intronsic. I don't think so. I don't think so indeed. We're coming back to AJ the diver right now, as it seems like everyone has come across the... yeah, he should be good indeed. Everyone has come across the line in a couple of seconds. It seems like there's only 95 thousandths in between Kaka and Vinny, as that was a really close finish right there. Divine might get another time, well, another position on Joby, as he has 15 seconds. AJ the diver now with a 3-second time penalty. He's not going to make any sudden moves on the Aston Martin driver, as you don't want to crash out anyone. He's gonna get it on track, I'm afraid. He isn't actually. And that is gonna be your Belgian Grand Prix. Not too sure, my English is very bad today. Today and yesterday was already terrible day yesterday. It's a little bit better today, but like, I can't find my verbs for some reason. Difficult. Coming out of the pit lane right there, the paddock is Noise Job receiving his trophy, the Slovakian driver. Thanks, Black Bala, appreciate it. I mean, it was alright. The English wasn't there, but thank you very much for watching. So Noise Job also with that fastest lap, he came from P17 to capture your P1 position. DR on Mike in P2, Tutski in P3, then we've got Intronsic, who hasn't been too lucky like he has been last week. Caught a P4, so still some good points for the McLaren driver. Then we've got Vinny Victor to capture P5. Further we've got Kaka, Chartman, Avenadix, Naismith, Divine, Joby, AJ the diver, and then of course we've got the DNFs, Maddie, Swanee, Ology, George Matt, Mookie, Calvert, Club Dog, and Basin. Both of the Alfa Romeo drivers didn't make it until the end. We've got one Williams driver, one Alpine driver, one Aston Martin driver, and one Ferrari driver, and then of course one Mercedes driver. So actually a lot of DNFs if you think about it. I think it's about 7. My calculations are right, so congratulations to the race winner. Hope you're gonna have an amazing stream, an amazing evening. Amazing stream. The stream is over. I don't know what I'm saying. So I thank you very much for watching, as I'm coming back on the screen right now. I thank you very much for watching. It was a very interesting race. We saw 3 safety cars. I've got none of my predictions right. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I don't know actually. Who did I have as biggest winner? No idea. I need to rewatch the stream. But guys, I thank you very much. This was it for this evening. I hope I will be catching you guys back on Monday. I mean, Sundays could also work, but it's not on this channel, so I don't want to promote their channel on my channel. Quite obvious. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to be calling it a night. Thank you very much for watching. This was Huey Thomas as your commentator. Peace out.
You can join me on Friday, 7:30, as I compete with Road to Racing at Silverstone. 7:30 on Friday. Join us then.